Okay, and I think we are recording now, so welcome to our meeting. The first thing that I do want to go ahead and do, and I have up my screen of what I'm going to be presenting this Sunday. Tonight's call is me practicing on you guys. Hopefully it goes okay. I think it's going to be kind of weird because I'm talking about my team and you are my team, so I apologize, and I'm sorry also if you are going to be there Sunday and you have to hear this all over again. But that's okay. Maybe you can help me on what to fix before that happens. First, I would like to give some shout outs. We had a few people on the leaderboard this week, so congratulations to those people. It has been a rough month for us. It really has. It's been a rough month for me, and I know from past experiences, when your coach has a rough month for whatever reason, it seems like you have a rough month. I think we lead by example, and that just is what happens. So I don't know what to tell you other than keep pushing. I can promise you, if you invite 3 people a day or connect with 3 people a day from now until the end of the month, that you will hit Success Club 5. It's going to happen. You're not going to have that many no's. You'll have a ton of no's, but you're not going to have that many. So if you are struggling and you haven't hit the board yet, or you're only at 2, keep inviting, keep connecting with people. 3 people a day. We have actually opened an accountability group because I know after the cup, some of us felt like we were slacking off and not doing the daily vital activities like we should be. So we opened a challenge group for us to be able to post. If you're not a part of that and you would like to be a part of that, please send me a message and I'll add you to that group. It has personally helped me a lot in the past week, and I now have 3 or 4 people that I'm messaging that are ready to get signed up. So it just takes getting back into those activities, inviting 3 people a day, getting your post out on Facebook like we all know we need to do, but life gets in the way and sometimes it just doesn't happen. So I would also like to give a shout out to Christian Cox, who is now an Emerald. Good job, Christian. With a big goal of diamond coming up, and I know she might be a little worried about it, but I'm very confident she's going to get there. She's rocking it right out of the gate. She's still in the running for the Success Starter. I've got it up on my board here. Amber Etheridge already hit it. Ashley is also in the running for Success Starter. So Ashley has to hit Success Club this month. She doesn't have any option because she's trying to this is her last month, and then she gets her free ticket from Summit. I actually got my email on Amber yesterday. Amber, I hope you got that also, just saying, that she had earned the $300-something ticket and congratulating her. And so she'll be ready. She's going to Summit next year. So hopefully we have a few others joining us too. Some important dates to go over. We do have a lot coming up. This Sunday from 2 to 4:30 is the Fit Fighter Nation training. We do have a carload of us going up, which is exciting. We have I am speaking, Erica is speaking, Erin is speaking, and Courtney is speaking. If you haven't got a ticket yet and you still want to go, I do think they actually have 2 or 3 tickets left. So please let me know if you want to join us for that. We have, which we have not worked on yet, but we have a sneak peek coming up on the 21st through the 22nd. Ashley, Bree, and I are working on that, and I'm hoping this weekend will be a good time. We have several long car rides ahead of us, so hopefully we can get that all hashed out and ready to go and ready to start on the 21st. The Diamond event is still on the 30th with the Natonis. So if you are close to Diamond, Ashley, and you hit it by the 17th, then you get to go. Right now, I'm going, Casey going, and Bree is also going. So it's going to be a good time. I mean, they're going to cater our meal, and we're going to get to listen to the Natoni speak. It's just going to be a really nice time. Definitely something worth trying hard to hit Diamond, and definitely something worth taking off work to go to on that day. I know it's hard because it's during a week, but it's going to be worth it, very worth it. October the 12th. This might be a new date for you. October the 12th. I am doing an extreme challenge group for 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix Extreme Challenge Group. If you did not hear Erin's call on Fit Fighter Nation, maybe last week or the week before, she has set up a plan for how to get hammer and chisel out, how to get people prepared for hammer and chisel. Benna, it was a huge thing for me. It has helped me so much because I didn't know where to start. I really didn't. I am not a person that has ever lifted weights besides my 21-day fix weights. So it's a totally new territory for me, and I wasn't sure where to go with that. So we have set up a plan, and on the challenge groups that we're running, if you want to run a challenge group on that same day and follow those same plans as me, that's fine. We can work together and collaborate on how to run those challenge groups. If you want to co-coach with me, let me know. On October the 12th for the Extreme, Christy Kirtley is going to be doing the Extreme for the first time and also coaching it with me on that month. But I don't mind joining, having other people join us. Or if you want to, I think it would be better if you would connect with someone else on our team and co-lead a group with them. Great thing to do if you're a new coach. I'm going to go ahead and tell you for the rest of the year the groups that I have set up. That way you can kind of think ahead and plan ahead if you want to follow the same plan. On November the 9th, I'm going to be doing Body Beast for the first time. I'm going to be doing Sagi for the first time. I've never worked out with him before besides our live workout at Super Saturday. And I wasn't really sure what to think there. So we'll see. He's not Shaun T. No one is. But we've got to go with this. I mean, that's what's going to be big in January. So on November the 9th, I'm going to do a challenge group with Body Beast. On December 7th, I'm going to be doing a Max 30 challenge group. And then in January, I haven't decided yet, probably the 4th or the 11th, I'll be doing the Hammer and Chisel. So just some dates for you to think about moving forward. And also, October the 17th is Super Saturday. Please mark that in your calendar. October the 17th is Super Saturday. It has not came out yet for us to purchase tickets, but I can promise you I will let you know as soon as it does. I want as many of us there as we can get there. It moves your business forward. You can ask anyone that has been to a Super Saturday. After you go to a Super Saturday, your business takes off. And I think almost all of us that are on this call tonight have actually been to a Super Saturday. So, but if you have not, please try to make that happen. Move things around in your calendar and make it work. October 17th, Super Saturday. I don't know yet if it's going to be a morning or a night. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be in the morning on that day. And I don't believe that we have any celebrity trainers that are going to be coming. But if you have not worked out with Julie Vorez, it is totally worth it. The energy that that girl has is insane. I actually liked working out with her better than I did Autumn and a lot of the other celebrity trainers. So definitely something to mark on your calendar and try to get to. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start the meat of our call. And if you give me a second, I'm going to start the timer on my phone because I want to make sure that I have this around the time that I'm supposed to have it. So give me just a minute, guys, and then I'll get started. Let's see. Okay. All right. So tonight we are going to be talking about strengthening your relationships with your coaches and challengers. I was asked to speak about this because our upline team, Fit Fighter Nation, feels like this is something I do a good job at, and I feel like this is one of my biggest strengths, is building my relationships. As you can see on this page, it's pictures of me with our coaches, with some of our challengers, because we do a lot of things together. We do lunches together, we do play dates together, we go to drink wine together, we go to Super Saturdays together. I mean, we do it all together. And I think that is a big thing for our team and a difference that we have between other teams. We also have a warm market team, which means most of us know each other. And that is also a great thing compared to a cold market team. A lot of cold market teams are doing very well. But it's really strange to me whenever we're at these big events like the Cancun trip and coaches are meeting their coaches for the first time. I mean, their entire team, all of their diamond coaches, they're meeting them for the first time. I personally would rather work with warm market because I like building those relationships upon relationships that I already have. I like meeting friends that I've had from long ago and making them better friends, or people that I was friends with in high school now better friends with, things like that. So again, strengthening relationships with coaches and challengers. Make sure this works. Okay. You guys already know all this, but I'm going to go over it because it's something I'm going to talk about then. All about me. So my name is Megan Harrell. I am the wife of Sean. We've been married for 10 years now. Addie is 7 and Emma is 4. I am a full-time second grade teacher to a targeted classroom, which has proven to be a challenge for sure this year. I started coaching in February of 2013 on Fit Fighter Nation. I actually was Aaron's first coach, if you didn't know that, on Fit Fighter Nation. But then we started the Dream Team. I think there were only 3 or 4 of us when we started the Dream Team. We now, which I just looked this up yesterday and I can't stop smiling, we are now over 115 coaches on the Dream Team. That is incredible. Anyway, a 2-star diamond coach, and I'm Insanity certified. I want to talk to you guys about that for a minute. If you don't have a certification in something, I would highly recommend getting a certification in something. I don't teach Insanity classes anymore. I did it for a while, but it just became where it wasn't really worth my time. I wasn't making enough money to spend those days away from my girls. However, being able to tell people that I am Insanity certified really helps my business. So just something to think about if you are not. Go back. Daggone it. Please. Okay, connecting. Let me move. You guys are right in my way. Here we go. Okay, connecting. The ability to relate to and identify with people in such a way that it increases your influence with them. I'm going to read that again, and I want you to think about it. The ability to relate to and identify with people in such a way that it increases your influence with them. How often do we say, do not invite people, connect with people? And look at that. It increases your influence with them. If you connect with people and you don't just send out an invite, if you make that connection, if you talk about their kids, if you ask them about a post they put on Facebook, if you share that you're a cheerleader mom now and they're a cheerleader mom now, that is going to increase your influence on them. That is going to increase your chances of getting them to sign up with you as a challenge pack because now you've built that trust with them. I do want to recommend this PD book if you haven't read it. I read it maybe over a year ago, and it was very helpful for me on how to connect with people. It's called Everyone Communicates, Few Connect, and it's by John Maxwell. If you don't want to read this book, he has some really good YouTube videos out on connecting with people also. The next 3 slides that I'm going to talk about, the next 3 orange slides, all come from his book. Okay, 3 tips to help with connecting. Connecting is all about others. It is not about you. It is not about getting others to buy into your vision. We have all been guilty of saying, I'm on this incredible team and we are going places and we want you to join us. Well, I hate to tell you, but they don't care that you're on an incredible team and that you're going places. What they care about is themselves. They care about getting healthy. They care about financially what's going on with them. So if you can help them to get what they want, then they're going to help you. If you help them to get a challenge pack, then they're going to sign up to be a part of your team. If you can help them to lose 60 pounds in your challenge group, then they're going to sign up to be on your coaching team. If you help them get a good start on your coaching team, then they're going to help you excel your business also. So it's all about helping them. It's not about helping you, which I find to be an issue with a lot of coaches. You have to get off the top and stop trying to get people to join your team and go find people. You can't just post on Facebook every day that you want people to join you. You have to find those people. And we're going to talk in a minute about different ways that you can find people. But inviting is the main thing. Inviting and connecting with people on Facebook. You can't just post your Facebook post every day and expect people to come running to you. It just does not work that way. You have to get out there and invite people. All right, tip number 2, connecting requires energy. Just like everything else, nothing comes easy. You have to work at making connections with people. And I like to use the example of, think about when you were dating your spouse. Think about how hard you worked at your relationship with your spouse because you were trying to connect with them. You were trying to build a relationship with them. You were trying to get to know them. You were trying to help them get to know you. Think about the energy that it requires now. Hopefully you still put some energy into your marriage. Hopefully you still do dates and things like that. But the connecting doesn't take as much energy as it did before. It's the same way with your coaches and your challengers. At the beginning, you're going to have to work a lot harder to build that relationship and get that connection going. You have to make phone calls. You have to schedule lunches. You have to have events. You can't just stay behind the computer and build a connection with people. Social media is an amazing thing because we can work with people all over the place. It doesn't have to be someone that lives down the road. It doesn't have to be someone that lives in Indiana. You can work with anyone and make that connection, but you also need to pick up the phone. You also, if able, you need to schedule lunches with people or do events like our team does. If it's worth the price you pay once you understand. There have been times that I have thought I would much rather be playing in the yard with my kids right now than going to this lunch or doing this thing to make this connection. And that sounds horrible because I do care, but we all know that we put our family and our kids first. But if you can make that connection with those people, it is going to pay off. And you will realize once you start using these tips that it is going to pay off and it's going to be worth it. Connectors find common ground. To be effective, you have to go where the people are and participate. Part of being a Beachbody coach is kind of being the black sheep. We've talked about that a lot in our training groups. There are going to be times that people are going to invite you to come over to the game for football or to do this or to do that, and you have work to do, especially if your why is big enough and you're trying for a big dream. You have work to do. But that doesn't mean that you can lock yourself in your office and work and not do anything else, because it's not, then your business is not going to grow. You have to go where the people are. You have to go to the football games. You have to go out to dinner. You have to go hang out with your friends. You have to go to cookouts. You have to go meet these people and see them face to face and participate with them and find the common ground that you have with them. And we all know that when we have weekends with like Labor Day weekend where we see a lot of people and you're able to talk to them face to face and connect and build that relationship, then usually on that Monday or Tuesday, they're messaging you asking what you're doing and how they can do it also. And once you find that common ground, then you can take them to a higher ground. You learn how to lift them by connecting with them, and you learn how that they're best encouraged. All right. How to strengthen your relationships with challengers and customers. This one seems like a no-brainer, but add them to a challenge group. Do everything that you can to get your people added to a challenge group. And I know that we all have people that don't want to be in challenge groups, and I still have people that sign up and say, please don't put me in a challenge group. I want to do this on my own. I try to say, just give it a try for a week and see what you think. If you don't like it after that week, or just be a fly on the wall in the challenge group and see what you think. And then maybe next month you can participate. I don't push them, but I encourage them to at least give it a try. Because as we know, once they're in there, your relationships are strengthening with them, with you, and with the rest of the people in the group. Get to know you activities in the challenge groups. We all do the get to know you activity at the beginning. You know, what's your name? Where are you from? What's your occupation? Tell us about your kids, why you're here. But you can't stop at that. That can't be the only thing that you do to get to know each other. In my groups, we try to do a lot of fun activities, and size has given me even more ideas of things to do in my group. But we do fun Fridays. We do selfies with our families after we've worked out. We go find places that are in public and do PIO poses. I mean, we do all kinds of crazy things. And that does help to build your relationship and to get to know people better. We talk about our pets. I mean, we just do all kinds of crazy things that helps you to get to know each other better. Send personal messages once a week to those that aren't participating in the group. You have to keep a tracker. You have to keep a log of the people that are in your group. If they have went 3 or 4 days without posting, you have to message them and see what's going on. And it could just be that they're doing fine on their own and they don't feel like they need a challenge group anymore. It could be that they are on the struggle bus and they need help, that they were just too scared to reach out. So make sure that you're messaging them. I also keep a list of people that are not in challenge groups, but that are purchasing Shakeology and workout programs from me. and I check in on them probably every other week. I can't check in on them every week or every day, but probably every other week, I just send them a message just to check and see how they're doing. It's another way to build your relationship with them so that they know you just didn't make that sale and now you're gone. I mean, that they know that you genuinely, and we do genuinely care. Fit clubs are another great thing. At our school, we do fit clubs, and you will see multiple workouts going on in different rooms around the building, and it's awesome. I mean, it's incredible to see Shanti going on in more than one room, to see Autumn going on up the hallway, to see, we just have all kinds of things going on. And it helps me to build a relationship with those people, because people come in that aren't necessarily in my challenge groups, but then they switch to my challenge groups because now they've built that relationship with me and they trust what I have to say. So they're going to go with what we need to do. Phone calls. I also call my challengers and customers. I don't want to say I have a schedule for this, but I give them the option. They know I'm open on Thursday or Friday evenings or whatever. If you need to schedule a phone call with me, let me know. I'd be more than willing to sit on the phone and go over the 21-day fixed meal plan with you. I mean, you have to be available for them to build the relationships. And as you can see our pictures here, we do lots of fun things in our groups. Why build a strong relationship with your challengers? I'm going to read this quote if I can move this over. A relationship is not based on the length of time you spent together. It is based on the foundation you built together. That is why you want to build strong relationships with your challengers. If you build a strong relationship with your challenger, they're going to convert to a coach, and then you're going to have a strong relationship with one of your coaches. If you have rockin' challenge groups and they love the experience, we all know we switched to coaches because that was all us. I mean, every one of us, we loved our challenge group. We had fun. Now we built relationships with each other. Now we've switched to coaches. If they have a strong relationship with you and they have a connection with you, then they're going to trust your opinion for them to switch to a coach. I feel like for me, I'm good with this because when Erin signed me up, I didn't have any before and after pictures. She didn't have any results yet. No, I mean, there was nothing but her saying, hey, do this, and I did it. The reason I did it was because I trusted her, because she is my cousin and I have a strong relationship with her. So I trusted her opinion of saying, you need to be a coach, and I went for it. So we need to build those relationships with the people that we don't have so that they will trust us whenever we tell them that is what's best. Okay. How to strengthen relationships with your coaches. Look at our logo that Noah Wetzel made. I love it. Thank you, Bree and Noah. If you have not saw that yet, that is our new Dream Team logo. Just a reminder, if you hit Success Club 10 this month, then you're going to get that tank top for free. So a goal to shoot for. I'm also having business cards made, which I'm really, really stoked and excited about. Anyway, back on track. How to strengthen your relationships with coaches. Create a team page within a team page. I need to change that. I have been on Fit Fighter Nation for a long time, and I had 3 coaches on there with me for the longest time. Once I started to grow and started to have more than 3, 4, 5 coaches, I made my own team page, which is the Dream Team, for the reason that I wanted to build a closer relationship with my coaches. So if you have more than 3 coaches underneath you, I would strongly suggest creating your own team. That doesn't mean you need to leave the Dream Team. I've never left Fit Fighter Nation, and I still add all of my coaches into Fit Fighter Nation. But you need to build your own team so that your coaches can connect with you better and easier. It's just easier. They don't always feel comfortable on the Dream Team posting everything that they have questions about. If they're on a team page with just you, they're going to feel more comfortable, then more people are going to get their questions answered. I just feel like it's better all the way around to help you strengthen your relationship with your coaches. Create a family atmosphere on your page. As you know, we don't always just talk about Beachbody on our page. We talk about everything under the sun on our page. And that's the way it should be. That's why we have such a good, strong team, and we feel like a family, is because we do that. Call your coaches. I'm not going to say that I'm great at this. However, you guys know that my phone is open at any time. I mean, I've had 4 or 5 calls with you guys this week, just with different coaches. So you know that my line is open during my business hours every night. And I feel like because I've built such a strong relationship with you guys that you are comfortable with calling me anytime that you need to. Monthly hangouts. Definitely would recommend doing monthly hangouts or weekly hangouts, whatever you feel like is best for your team. And do them on Zoom calls because I get to see you guys every week. If it wasn't for Zoom calls, I wouldn't get to see you. And I love that I can make that connection with you guys every week. We do things like play dates together. We do, I mean, everything I talked about earlier. As you can see, this is our picture from going to the winery last week. I mean, we just have fun, and that's the way that it should be. This is work, and we are here to help people change their lives, but we should also have fun along the way. Now I'm going to tell you why I built a strong relationship with you. Leadership today is based on relationships built with trust, hope, love, and encouragement. If you want to be a leader of your own team, you have to build a team of coaches that trust you and built on hope, love, and encouragement. And you guys know that. That's just a no-brainer. My coaches trust me because of our relationship, and I truly, truly feel and believe that that is true. The reason that you guys trust me and you work so hard is because I've worked hard on building relationships with all of you. Not because I have to, because I want to, because I love doing this. I am now in this awkward, weird spot where I like my challenge group still, but I really, really enjoy coaching my coaches. My dream team is what I love doing. I love coaching you guys to be able to help others. Like I said earlier, that you guys have been calling me this week, which is totally fine. My coaches are not afraid to communicate with me because of our relationship. You have to build that strong relationship so they're not afraid to call you. They work hard because of our relationship. And I've got a story to share with you on this. We were at the winery this weekend, and I was sharing with everyone how I was going to be doing this presentation, and I was going to be talking about the strong relationships that I've built with my coaches and things like that. And Casey Snyder said, "You're right. You have really built strong relationships with us." She said, "Because I would not have hit Success Club last month if it wouldn't have been the fact that you are now my friend, and I don't want to let you down now." And I mean, that's your goal when you have your coaches. You want them to hit Success Club. I mean, you do. And if you build that relationship with them and they are your friend and they trust you, which Casey is, then they're going to work harder. And she said, you know, I didn't want to do it for me last month. I mean, that she just didn't have that motivation in her. But because she knew it was important to me for her to hit Success Club is why she did. I don't want to say my coaches won't quit, Christian Mott. Thank you, customer service is what we should be saying. I don't want to say that I've never had coaches quit, but I've had fewer coaches quit because of the relationships that I've built with them. Typically, when it's not an extreme circumstance, I mean, I can help them out and talk them down, and we can talk about it, and we can figure it out. And I want to also say, I've heard so many coaches say, I hit diamond and I went back, and I hit 2-star and I went back to diamond, and I was a 5-star, now I'm an emerald. And I don't want to jinx myself, so I'm going to knock on wood right now, but I've never went backwards. I've always went forwards. And I truly feel it's because I have an amazing team and I have amazing relationships with them. And I know that every single one of you on here is willing to work your butt off to make sure, because you care and you love about me just the same way I do about Erin. I don't want to drop my diamond. I don't want to let her down. She has big goals and big dreams. And I know that you guys feel the same way. And again, that's just because we're all such good friends and we built such good relationships. Okay, and we are going to close it out now. If I can get this slide to come up. I want to leave you with one last quote. Sometimes the most ordinary things could be made extraordinary simply by doing them with the right people. And I, with my whole heart, believe that this team is so amazing, and we are a 2-star, almost elite 5-star team because we have extraordinary people on this team. We have created a family atmosphere, not just because of me. We have so many leaders on this team that are working so hard every single day to get on the dream team, to create a family atmosphere, to help the new people that don't know what they're doing. I mean, we have an amazing thing going on this team. And it's because we have some extraordinary people. We have the right people on this team, and we're doing the right things. And I'm going to close it out at that and say thank you guys for listening to me. And I'm right on time. I'm going to stop the recording, and then I'm going to open it up for, if I can figure out how to do it, 4 questions. Wait just a minute, guys. Let me see if I can get this figured out.